You are lucky enough to enroll at Park Lane College. You are pretty excited about going there. You walk to the college. It was a busy Tuesday morning. There was a lot of people walking around Leeds. You arrive at college. You see a group of people outside looking like one of the lads were laughing at you. You just let it slip out of your mind. You walk into college. You walk to the card reader gates. You tried to get through until the security personnel said to you, "Whoa, whoa! Wait! Do you have a card? I suggest you get your hand stamped at main reception." You were still waiting for your card to arrive in the post, so you had to go to the main reception to get your hand stamped. The woman at reception looked like she had all the joy sucked out of her. She had her hand on her cheek, and her head was tilted ever so slightly. She was a little husky with a purple shirt on with buttons, and trousers that was white with black stitchings. She looks up at and says, "Just give me your hand." You put your hand out and she stamps it. You go back to the security personnel and he opens the gate and he is standing by. You head down to the B zone by following the coloured carpet. There is some people walking up and down the corridor. You needed to get to B312 for the induction. There was a large group of people near the stairs, all crammed together, watching one person's phone. There were no staff around, and you did not think "excuse me" was going to make a difference in this crowd. So you took the lift instead. You pressed the button and waited. Doors opening. There was nobody. Instead, they had 7 floors. There was a rusty floor that said 13, which was rather weird because most of the buttons were shiny. Out of curiosity, you pressed 13 button, wondering where it will lead you. The lift door opens. 9 grubs stood. It sounded like the lift was damaged. It wasn't a pretty sight when you got out of the lift. The lift door closed behind you, leaving you on the floor. You was greeted by a sign saying 13Z. You could feel the floor sink and creak. You felt unsafe, as if the floor could collapse at any moment. Old cobwebs covered the room and there was dust everywhere. The wood looked like it lost its shine and was now dark and dull. Any light coming out from 13Z was very little. you were pretty sure you was going to miss your induction. 13Z was lifeless. Nobody seemed to be there, but it felt like there was. And there was danger around every step. It was hard not to fall down. You would hear on some occasions a person swearing, but nobody were there. You noticed there was pink mannequins every time you looked away from them. They had seemed to move just a little bit. There was some stairs leading down the college. Upstairs had the dangerous creak in wood, while downstairs had a cement floor. Loose floorboard nails gave it a very unsafe feeling. You turned around, only to find the pink mannequin standing behind you. You run up the stairs, only to find it has you by the shirt. You unattach yourself from its finger. You run straight to the top of the stairs while you hear a voice of two people swearing. You was more focused on running backwards than looking for the people that were swearing. You reached the top of the stairs by this time. You saw three mannequins looking up at you, one hanging itself and the other on the steps. Your heart raced. Before you know it, a mannequin grabbed you by the throat. The more you blinked, the more the mannequin grip got tighter. You could not run because the mannequin had you off the ground, holding you by one hand. You didn't expect your last blink was your last breath.